Let's meet the starting five for your New Orleans Pelicans. At guard, 6'6", number 6, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. At point, 6'1", number 4, Devontae Graham. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 17, Jonas Valanciunas. At forward, 6'8", number 14, Brandon Ingram. Forward, 6'7", number 1, Williamson. The head coach of your home team. Pelicans fans, that is your New Orleans Pelicans.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, "I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and nobody else does it the same. Simple as that. Kevin, nobody calls a game like you."
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. And now the Lakers starting group. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kent Bazemore. And for the Pelicans, Alexander Walker and Ingram share wing duty. Underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. And it's Graham in at the point. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Now, here's Valanciunas, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So it's the Lakers now. A 15-footer, and the shot is good.
Effective in that mid-range area. LeBron can just rise above you and knock it down.
And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Ingram. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And making a statement right away. Letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Ingram. Fires for three. And Westbrook pulls it down.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Here's Alexander Walker following the basket by LeBron James. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Kicks it to Williamson. The dish now to Ingram. Just 4 to shoot. Ingram can't get that one to fall. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Kent Bazemore, a defensive player of the year back in college. You know he can cause havoc.
The three from LeBron. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Westbrook. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
And Greg, with Devontae Graham, you know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots all come from outside. So you know exactly what you're getting with him.
Hard, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Graham, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Graham. From outside the arc, they get it again. A second chance effort. LeBron with the block.
Merciless swat by LeBron. There are no easy looks when King James is on you.
Davis, that's for 2. Pelicans pull it in, and this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
It's the kind of season series that can really make a difference in the standings if one team ends up dominating the other.
Passes to Graham. Over Anthony. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Davis. Outside Anthony. The long distance 3 is buried.
Savvy ball movement by Anthony Davis, making good use of his floor vision.
Here's Hart. Kicks it out to Williamson. The shot and game clock separated by 4. To bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Lakers leading by 5. Here's Howard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
Here's Westbrook, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And we've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything, but he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership, and that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Great leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
Carmelo Anthony.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. And for only one season at Iowa State for Taylor Horton-Tucker, the second-round pick, he's getting some notice.
I like this kid, Kevin. A crafty finisher, makes plays for others, uses his length defensively, and he can fill up a statue.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him.
3 points.
Guys?
DA, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. And here is Satoransky, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Pull up Jay. Again, the Lakers.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Rondo against Satoransky.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now here's Howard. Not a lot of room, and it goes down 2 points. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid.
Look at that.
Nice. And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Wisconsin the loudest. Make some noise if you want one of these t-shirts. Texas fans, your Pelicans dance team.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Zion Williamson comes in for Hayes. Ingram, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Satoransky. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Horton-Tucker. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Carmelo Anthony. Graham surveying the floor. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Graham's got 6. Here's Rondo. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
Knocked loose, and so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Now here's Williamson. When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
And it's James missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And it's Davis missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
To the paint. Outside, Davis lets the 3 fly. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Graham inside the line. Again, a Pelicans score. Outside Jordan. Over Valanciunas. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Los Angeles. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Frank Vogel. Coach, the points coming with regularity in that first half. What's been the key?
We're playing with a high offensive motor. We're screening through physicality. We're cutting hard. We're moving the basketball. We're getting good shots for ourselves. And it's showing on the floor, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but 2 outstanding players through the first half. And to see these two shouldering the burden, carrying their teams, almost makes your back sore, huh, Shaq?
No, stop it.
Might have to get him some of that icy hot. Man up.
You might just, couldn't hurt. And now let's take a look at the excellent first half we've seen so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Taking a look at the Lakers. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Kent Bazemore is out there with Anthony. Wasted no time on that one. Alexander Walker's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pelicans. LeBron dishes to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's James. Offensive rebound, Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in blocked shots last year. The Lakers in 5th.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Good on both. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
Now here is Davis. 9 points in the game so far. From deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Alexander Walker. The 17-footer goes down. Alexander Walker's got 7 points.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up. so reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash. We don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. And here is Los Angeles now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Pelicans trail by 18. Here he goes, and it takes that one up and powers it through.
You have to be ready to receive when Satoransky has the ball. Shows excellent vision.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Lakers also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Davis. Horton Tucker comes in for LeBron. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. Lakers leading by 18. Bazemore for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Bazemore can attack the closeout. That gives him a little more space on the catch and shoot.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Nunn. Here's Satoransky. And again, New Orleans has no luck. LA has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Here's Nunn. Again, Los Angeles.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
"12 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Graham. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. It'll count. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's home.
Boys, aggressiveness on the offensive end. Everything we do, we reinforce on the offensive end.
Frank Vogel clearly would like to see these guys attack the defense a little bit more, but also avoid costly mistakes.
Yeah, this is where I think you want to keep things simple. Make the right cut, the right pass. Don't worry about the style, just the score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The guard pair, Graham and Alexander Walker. Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. And it's Valanciunas in its center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
One of the big surprises with the NBA draft, the trade of Russell Westbrook. Westbrook let it be known he was open to another move. And it'll be interesting to see how he fits next to LeBron and AD this season.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
Deflects the pass. Here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 22 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shoots from 12. Again, the Lakers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And that one's good. Ingram.
You can't let Ingram get established down there. When he does, he burns you from it.
And here's Anthony for three. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. Down low. Here's Williamson. And it's blocked by Jordan. On the wing, James. Covered by Williamson. LeBron can't get it to go.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Alexander Walker. Hits it from three-point range.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
The dive for the ball. The shot by Jordan, no good. Graham, the pass to Alexander Walker. And Jalen Horton-Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And with the offense we've been seeing throughout the league this year, Steve, what are the chances someone breaks the Suns' record of 107 points and a half?
Wow, Kevin. We saw the Warriors put up 92 and a half a few years back, but that's still 15 points short. I think a team like the Warriors, the Brooklyn Nets, a few of them, if they get going from behind the three-point line, it's possible.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for James. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Devontae Graham's checked in for New Orleans. The Lakers also making some changes. Russell Westbrook in for Davis. Anthony comes in for Horton-Tucker. And Bradley's subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Here's Hayes after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. The 15-footer. That one off the back iron and out. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Graham, the pass to Hernan Gomez. That one falls.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
To the middle. Rebounded by Howard.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Fast break, the Lakers. Another shot, and Westbrook lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference. That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, when you know AD is behind you, how does that help you defensively?
You can stay home. You can allow him to play one-on-one versus a guard versus a big, and you can stay home and be able to box out and get rebounds because he's that good.
It's quite a 1-2 punch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.